We now return to Let's Play Emperor. Okay, so as you can see here, I have gone ahead and redone the road around here so it's not so terrible. And what I figure I will do instead is just put this here, and then I'm going to put a grand market there. And then I've left enough room so that I can have a couple 3x3 spaces. Actually, that's not really going to do everything I wanted it to do. What I'm planning to do here is put a lot of these market buildings here, and this should give me a strip of 2x here, and then there's a 3x for a storehouse. But if we're also having to supply this one, and it's only going to be, I mean, that one little storehouse is going to be supplying probably way too many. Probably way too many things. So I might have to rethink that a little bit and have maybe 2 storehouses down here. We'll have one of these up here, and then maybe I can put another one up along here somewhere. I did leave myself room up here because I think, at least for this housing block, I'm going to need that space. I left myself some room along this edge for the little 2x buildings. There's not going to be any room along here if I'm going to expand the wall, because the wall will actually go to like here. With that marketplace, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, so that's going to be a wasted space there, a little 1x. We'll just go ahead and run a wall up along there, and this is where it's going to go anyway. So there's not going to be any room down here for the necessary 3x buildings for religion and a few other things. So what I can do is just put them here, and I will have the gates that go off either side open to the religious devotees, and they can just wander that way. But because of the smaller buildings, like the little shrines, those are only 2x2s, I can put them down here, and then I can have the destination buildings up here. Confucius might be a thing. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how far they can walk. They should be able to walk that far, I would think. It will just come down to determining whether or not we'll get lucky and they'll go 50-50. I believe Emperor was pretty good AI-wise for getting the walkers to split evenly, unlike Zeus, where they could easily just keep going in the same direction, and that caused me a lot of grief before. So anyway, now these turned into houses when I started up the game, but nobody's living here yet. They are coming in, so I'm thinking maybe these will go back to plots as soon as we start the game. No? Well, I don't know what this is all about, but the housing has not developed yet, so you haven't missed anything aside from me reconfiguring this part. One thing I do need to do, however, actually before this thing even collapses on itself, let's put down a roadblock here, and now if I put this here, I'm going to have to block off that whole road up there, and that's going to look really ugly. So I think I'll put it here instead. We're probably not going to win any... oh wait, you know what? If I do have a 3x3 there, I can have a 3x3 in the back, and that will have the effect of... Let me see here, because once this wall comes up here for the elite housing, it's going to give me a bunch of 2x's here, so I guess I could have a walker along the back. Well, we'll think about that for future, but so I can actually fit 2 storehouses and all of the marketplace people all in one center, so that's really nice. I don't think the appeal is going to be enough that this would turn into a 2x. If it did turn into a, not a 2x, you know, the fancier ones where they have 2 inspectors. If it did, then I could put it right there and it would send them off. Let's see the appeal. Yeah, I mean, having this here is going to be really bad, but we don't have much of a choice right now. Well, I mean, obviously I do, because I could not put this here, but it's going to be best for everyone involved to get their stuff. So I'll put that there, and that should wander that way. Probably want to put actual gates here so that I can Like, if I do put the religious buildings, I'm obviously going to want them going that way. Yeah, I think I'll end up putting an inspector's tower back this way, so that they can wander this way, and then I can just close that off. Yeah, we'll do something like that in the future. For now, we just need to worry about getting the people that we've got. They're already building up because all they needed was water. Let's see, we're going to need tax offices. We don't have anyone in the administrative office going yet. Okay, we got 20... Oh, wow. 300 people? In just this? That seems a little high. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to slow this down just a bit. Let's do, I think I'm going to do some symmetrical trees here, so we'll go like peach. Actually, I should always check the cherry tree first, because that has some issues with the need for stone in its vicinity. I think that'll be good, and then we'll do the same thing down here. Okay, so we've got 48 people. Let's go ahead and start this right now. Well, no, really we should be focusing on the food, but with 300 plus people coming in. Okay, let's do this. Now, I'm gonna need... Yeah, I'm gonna need to start putting out the irrigation first. Plan that first. Now, can I get... And this time I'm going to want farms that actually have 3. And since this is a small enclosed area up here, I think I'll leave that for some hemp. We have lots of farmland, so I'm not really concerned overly much. And in fact, I could probably just replace what's already here. And it looks like they've left room for good irrigation, so... But we're not dealing with that side yet. We're dealing with this side. So if I got an irrigation ditch, 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and an irrigation ditch. That's going to leave me a road. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, we're going to have to knock out some of this stuff. I want to straighten this road just a bit. So we'll go kind of like that, I guess. Whatever. Well, if I leave it, I guess if I leave it like that, it will give me enough room for... Where is that? City gate. No, it will not give me room for that. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end up having to put the city gate... Can I really not put it anywhere here? What is this? It's a 3x, so if I want the wall to be centered... Okay, I guess I could put it here, and the wall will actually fit because it's only a 1x. So we'll go straight there. Okay, so I've got up until that point to get there. But now, if I'm gonna have... Okay, you know, I think I'm actually gonna have to bring it down a little bit, because I need to remember to leave myself some room for the pump. If I put the pump on this side, I need a road going next to it. That's going to knock out 2. Let's do... I guess I'll have a road going up this way. Where is this thing? Pump! Okay. If I just stick it in the corner, then I can have one shooting out the left side as well, I think. I think it was the irrigation in Pharaoh that was only accessible from the back. Let's do irrigation. Oh, I didn't mean to actually do that just yet. Or maybe not. Maybe it's the back on this one too. Let's see if that even... Oh, that one does work. Okay, good. Excellent. Except that that's not actually the side I really want it on, but I can have it go this way for no particular reason because, oh boy. Well, let me see here. If I just go, I guess I don't need that road, but I will if I'm gonna connect another thing there. Let's see. Irrigation 1, 2, 3, crop 1, 2, 3, building 1, 2, 3, crop, irrigation, road, and then we'll just have an extra strip of that. And it wouldn't help me much to push it back. I'm not going to wall off. I could continue the Imperial Way though, doing that. Okay, you know what? I think I'm actually going to do that, and then we're going to put in like, well, that'll work because it's 2 irrigation ditches. Okay, and we'll go with the farmhouse. We'll make sure that is 3 off. That's a good one. 1, 2, 3, so irrigation ditch here. We'll run the road this way. That'll leave me space for industry or whatever along this side. I mean, I was going to have industrial row out here, so I'm not really sure what I'll do there, but I can continue. I'll have breathing room now for the Imperial Way. It'll run into some rocks, and then I'll be able to have just a gap there. A worthless gap. Okay, we don't need that. May as well just enclose the whole thing in ditch. I've got plenty of room this time round. Continue on with that and knock that out. Let's see, if I have the road, I mean, I could just have road going, since the road will go along here. Just, okay, yeah. Go like that. And then ditch. I don't believe this needs to be inspected, and these definitely don't. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now that gives me some road that I can go this way, and then I might be able to fit another one there. Let's put down probably another one. Probably need 2, right? Starting out, that's not a bad thing. They take up, what, 25 people, if I recall? 22, okay. And then I might want to just have a shortcut road here anyway. Oh, no, because I was going to have the... If I have the wall then, cutting off there, we're going to have a few farms outside the wall. That's okay, I mean, when I had visualized the city originally, I was going to have the wall all the way back here, and I was going to have the farmland outside of it, you know, unprotected, but whatever, this will work too. Okay, so... yeah, because the wall is going to go straight across from it. That actually turned out pretty well, because I believe the wall has to be connected in order for me to have the towers. The towers have to be connected to a road. That might have actually been Pharaoh that required that, because it required the walkers. I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and plunk down the gate. Wait a minute. Was I having that here? I don't even remember where I was going to have that. How do I need... I think I might need wall first before I can do this. I forget how to put this stuff down. So I go like that, and then we put that there. There we go. Okay, yeah. Alright, so that works there, and then I'll probably just end up having this wall go that way, kind of cutting off what will be an outside industrial part that deals with all of my weaponsmithing. Probably not the greatest thing to leave outside the city in reality. Let's fix this road so it looks a little bit better. Yeah, I did actually. When I was gibbering around, I was gonna put it there, and then, okay, never mind. Anyway. Wall. I guess I can just continue the wall, because it serves no purpose otherwise. Does that happen? I think it does. I don't think it spaces them. Interesting. I'm looking at those dragon heads on the wall there. If I do this all in one continuous thing... How much... Oh, okay, wall is only 3. It's not that expensive. Yeah, it does look a little bit better because once you put it down... Okay, well in that case I will forego the wall for now until I'm sure I know where I want it. Well, I guess it's just going to go straight into those trees. Because we're going to have that open water gate that I talked about. Probably connect to the other side. Is that actually a good... not quite. I was hoping it would come down here, but... Okay. Well, visually, anyway, it'll look like it goes across. Even if it does not actually do so. Excellent. So we got that part protected. Like I said, I'm going to run this up there. Let's not focus on that right now, though. Let's get some food going. Knock out this stuff. I don't want to knock down all the trees, but I'm going to have to use this, and I think I will, just for the sake of brevity in travel time, I think I will connect right there, because otherwise they're going to have to go all the way down here, and that's not, you know, I mean, either way I guess it's not really a shortcut, because they're going to have to travel all this way anyhow. Well, fine, we'll leave it. I won't spend the money just yet on turning that into Imperial Way, but it's cleared now. Let's do croppage. We're gonna do okay. I have to let them move in first. Okay, so there's that, and we'll go millet in this field and rice all the way in the back. We'll go soybean. We'll just have symmetrical farms, why not? Okay, so that should definitely be enough food to begin with. They do have an incredibly long road to go, because they're bringing it all the way up here, and I do need to... Okay, they are getting it. Good. Yeah, once we've got the farms... I probably should have actually started the farms over here, so it was a shorter route. Let's see, I will probably... Now, I'll leave this road because this is the wall for the elite, and I'll probably want a few things between there, so I'll have the road, like, running there instead. Okay, let's actually let some more people move in. 4 workers needed. Okay, let's speed this up. Religion. They're going to be satisfied until I've actually got something to... What? No! I was about to say that they were going to be satisfied with me until I actually have something to offer them. Yeah, and so I should be able to put, well, actually I could probably put 2 more farms there, and then some hemp that way. I do have to remember that I've got access to lacquer and tea in this one. I don't have access to silk. Oh boy. Alright, sorry about that. I had a phone call, and I now see something that is going to be a problem in the future if I do not fix it, which is that I left these ungated. Now we're going to eventually have to let these guys in. I'm okay with that because we've got 4 of them running around down here. So that's cool. But we definitely want the water carriers in the same circle. And here comes the first croppage. These guys need... okay, I guess they need bland food. Okay, we've got plenty of people. Let's cut the... oh, Krappenheim. They can't do taxes without paper, so we're gonna have to get the paper industry up. I didn't even think about that. Paper maker, there it is. Okay. Well, okay. Let's check out my expenses. Holy crap. Yeah, that'll be the next thing. That will be the next thing. I guess I can go ahead and get this started now, though. Like, I can let them move in just so I have that. And we are... no, I need to keep it separated like that because we're going to need the various types of food. Well, crap. Okay, so our first bit of industry, I guess, will have to be started. Have to start putting that down. I guess over here. Now, this is not something I wanted to plan out just yet, because I was not quite ready to do so. I suppose, well, actually, you know what? I could do that stuff up here, because this whole area is going to be worthless as far as industry goes, because I can't do copper. I have no access to anything that would do copper. And I think that's probably way too far for... well, I can't even get down here for the bamboo or for clay area. So I'll probably end up... if I was actually going to build out this way, and I think I said I was going to leave that for possible residential areas, although I don't necessarily need it, because if I do that here and here, maybe I could just have this as some outer industrial. In which case I'm going to have to develop that road already, or just have a placeholder. Let's just have a placeholder for now, until I'm actually ready to deal... oh, what? Oh, I forgot. This doesn't go the whole length. Oh, crap. There we go. So it's going to have to connect way over here. And then I guess I can do ferries over here, because we have that. Oh, or this. This works too. If I have that road, yeah. Okay, let's just set up a temporary thing here. When I get back to the... the elite housing, I'll probably have to completely redo all of this stuff too. Let's put it a little bit closer, just for whatever reason. Okay, this is going to be temporary, because I'll come back here and probably make it look nicer. I think that's going to be a thing with this, what is this? There it is. With this Let's Play, since I am trying to design a city, like a city, I'll probably spend some time just redoing all of this stuff, and refitting things, and, you know, spending money doing that, so that'll be a lot of fun. Let's take wood, and where's paper? Paper. Okay. We'll accept, I guess, 16 and 16. Now, I'm going to have to set up a storehouse down here already, but first let's finish off what I've got going on up here. We'll do another... yeah, you can work there, that's fine. And I probably only need two of these right now. I think 2 of those will be fine for paper makers, and then we can just put 2 paper makers down here. And that'll probably make enough paper. I guess if it doesn't, I can always change it. Okay, so that is fine for that, and he can wander for a while. But now we need to put down some more of the storehouses, and they're not really going to go here, but they'll have to go here. And I'm kind of concerned about that appeal, but I think the housing will end up in such a way and maybe I can put a big garden or something. I don't know. This might not be enough to offset whatever horrible appeal is coming my way. But we'll see. We'll see. So, let's see. We're gonna need ceramics, for sure. Tell what to get. What else was there? There's like hemp. Hemp is another big one for the common housing. And then we can do silk for the next one. And lacquerware. Okay, let's do and tea. So tea, silk, paper, lacquerware. I mean, paper isn't for the elite housing, but it is going to be for my tax houses. And I believe that is all that we need them to take. Weaponry. No, we've got separate soldier outfit tent things for the weaponry, so we don't need weaponry down in town. Okay, so we'll do it like that one. We'll turn this into 8s. Tell it to get. Okay. So now we'll have some paper at least, and then we'll have enough ceramics and hemp, both for the common housing and for the elite. Hopefully we will. Hopefully 16 will be enough for 5 different housing blocks. Once we get into the fully evolved houses, I am thinking that is going to be a major concern for me. Just keeping everyone supplied, because this isn't going to be enough. We're probably going to need another mill down here, maybe like right here. If I do another housing block off this way, yeah, might have the distribution center here that they might be able to go to. I don't know. Anyway, things are going well. How many people did this take up? Plenty. Took up quite a few. Right, no festival. We'll have to start dealing with that. And I guess, actually, to finish this off, let's go ahead and do a couple tax offices. I guess I can just plunk those, like, right there, close to the entrance of the neighborhoods. I'm sure they appreciate that. But I definitely don't want it, like, there. And I'm gonna be putting walls along here. Yeah, let's just put it right there. Okay, that looks kind of nice. I mean, it's a tax office, but it's right next to the trees. It's right next to the trees. Is there a better thing I could be doing? If I use a watchtower, which I actually was going to do, wasn't I? I was going to use the watchtower. If I put watchtowers like right there, that should be enough appeal to evolve them as well. Like I said, I don't think at this difficulty level I need to concern myself too much with the unrest. How can I find out what the unrest is? Yeah, it'd probably be under safety, I imagine, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we should be fine, but just for the sake of having all the buildings in my city, just making it look kind of like a real city, I think I'll go ahead and put down a few watchtowers. But they can go right there. And you know what? Actually, I completely left this open. There we go. So yeah, desirability is fantastic right there. So I'm not too concerned. We'll get that going. I'd left myself a little bit of room for herbalist, acupuncturists. We need what else? Actually, I think that's it. Herbalist, acupuncturist, and then I can put a bunch of houses back here. Okay, excellent. Well, here's another half hour down. This is going to be a very elongated series, I feel, just because I'm not cutting out as much, and we're just sort of doing a meandering thing here, building a city, rather than having mission goals and all that, but that's okay. I do kind of prefer that. Hopefully you guys enjoy this as well. Just watching this as a city builder rather than whatever, a goal-driven campaign. I really think this is going to come together. Once all these spaces fill in, and we've got all the walls and the gardens and everything. I think it's going to look really cool. So yeah, this should be a fun series for me anyway. I do kind of want to see appeal at all, but anyway, that's enough for this episode. I will see you next time.